So they're holding auditions the same week as finals. I don't understand these schools sometimes. I-29. So she's really nervous about it. Practicing day and night. G57, ay caramba, you got that too? B10. So I told her not to worry about it. She does great, she always has. G52.
Good evening, Javier. Who's winning?
Who else?
I know you don't like it when I bring this up.
I won't do it, Arlene.
16 years, Javier.
I'm not gonna remove her feeding tube. She's been in a coma for 16 years. Do we have to keep going over this?
Good night.
Night, Arlene. N44. You won again. That's the 4th time this week. I better start cheating. Oh, by the way, I might be a little late tomorrow. Big meeting at work on the Wilson project. 6:30 on a Friday night. Like if we didn't have anything better to do. Buenas noches, amor.
Bingo.
You investigate, what did you call it? Miraculous
phenomena.
People don't just snap out of these things. The brain's too damaged. That's what puts them in a coma in the first place.
How long was she in the coma?
16 years.
What?
I know. I didn't think it was possible for somebody to wake up after so long. And that's not the most amazing part.
She's standing.
Look at you. Up and around already.
You should sit down, Amor, and get some rest.
No. This is my friend, the one I was telling you about. This is Declan Dunn.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias.
Hi.
Wow, you look like you're doing terrific.
Yes, she is. All her tests are coming back normal. No brain damage, no muscle atrophy.
She looks perfectly healthy, like nothing ever happened.
16 years in a coma. Coming out of it, that's just incredible.
Last I remember, it was 1985. Next thing I know, some old man is playing bingo with me.
Old?
And then he tells me it's 2001. I still don't think I believe it. Feels like a bad dream.
Do you remember anything about being in the coma at all?
No?
Sometimes people remember things that were said to them.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Javier's told me that he was there, talking to me all the time, taking care of me. All those years. You never gave up.
Because I knew you'd come back to me. Oh, excuse me.
What is that?
Hello.
It's a cell
Hey,
phone.
how you doing?
Yes, we carry our telephones
4:30,
around
that sounds
now.
good.
With no wires?
Yeah, goodbye.
So many new things.
That was Carol, our neighbor. She'll be picking up Eva tomorrow. They'll be here in the
Eva's their
afternoon.
daughter. She's at music camp in Seattle.
She was only 3. And look at her now. All grown up.
Wow. It's amazing.
A car accident. A blood clot lodged in Paloma's brain. She slipped into a coma. A few weeks later, they took her off the ventilator, but she didn't die. She's been PVS ever since.
What's that?
Persistent vegetative state.
Like a coma or something?
People call it that, but it's a little different. The brain still has stem functions, wake and sleep cycles, some reflexes, but no actual cognitive awareness.
How long can somebody last in this PVS state?
Well, if they don't wake up in the first few months, they probably won't. The body wears out, it dies of an illness. Or the family wears out and they remove the feeding tube. I've only seen one other case where a patient gradually regained awareness after an extended period, 28 months. But he can't walk or talk. He is just awake. He'll live out the rest of his life in a nursing home.
Any idea how this thing could have happened?
It's baffling. We didn't see any signs at all.
Were there any other different treatments that Paloma may have received lately?
Not that I know of. Although Javier was always experimenting.
What do you mean experimenting?
He arranged all kinds of alternative remedies, acupuncture, herbal concoctions, massage, hands-on healing.
You think that could have contributed to this?
I can't see how. He's been doing these things for years. Why would she wake up now?
Hey there!
I was looking for Javier and Eva, but I couldn't find them.
Were you lost?
There was a little girl, and we sang a song about a fish. Pero mira cómo beben por ver a Dios nacido. Beben y vuelven a beber. Los peces en el río por ver a Dios nacer.
You sang that with Eva?
While we were fishing.
No, I don't think so. It's a Christmas song.
It was scary and so real.
Maybe that's how you're feeling, scared and lost.
But whose voice was that? And why a beach?
Was it a beach you'd been to before?
I don't think so. But at the same time, I feel like I should recognize it.
Wait a minute. The lake near the house. You went there with Eva, fishing a couple of times. Maybe that's what you're thinking about.
Javier gave me a list of alternative treatments he tried. I found one comparable case.
You did?
Patient woke up after a special kind of massage therapy. Paloma had been receiving the same therapy a week before she woke up. It was a little boy. He'd been hit by a car. It was pretty remarkable, actually. He just seemed to snap out of it while the therapist was working on him.
Yeah, look, it says right here. He was only in a coma for 7 months.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only case I found where the patient recovered after an alternative treatment.
Paloma was in a coma for 16 years, and she came out normal.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What do you mean?
She seemed confused this morning, mixing up memories, different times, different places.
You think something's wrong?
I'm not sure, I'm just concerned. I'm concerned that maybe Paloma's not doing as well as I first thought. Can I help you?
We're here for Paloma Barroso.
Are you members of the family?
I'm her daughter.
Eva, I've heard so much about you. I'm Peggy Fowler.
Are you a doctor?
One of them.
Well, I'll let you two talk then. I'll be in the cafeteria whenever you're ready to go.
Thanks, Carol.
That's a wonderful basket.
Yeah, it's for my mom. What do you get someone who wakes up from a coma?
Well, I know she's anxious to see you.
Oh, me too. She's asleep right now, so.
I don't think she'd mind if you woke her up. You're nervous.
Yeah. Stupid. I spent the last 2 days rushing to get back here, and now I can't even turn the knob to go in. Kind of relieved to see she's asleep, though. Used to seeing her that way.
Do you visit a lot?
Well, when I was young, my father brought me, and for the longest time, I didn't even know what a coma was. I thought she was dead.
Well, it must have been frightening for a little girl.
No. Papa telling me that one day she'd wake up. That was frightening. Like she'd rise from the dead or something, you know.
Yeah, well, then I understand. Well, I've only met her once, and she seems awfully nice, and I'm sure you'll like her. And I know she'll like you, too.
Emily, wait! Emily!
Hi.
Eva? You made it.
I got this for you. Just put it there.
Oh, God, you're so beautiful. She's been worried about an audition, some prestigious music school. She just decided to cancel it. And then I came out of the coma. That's why I'm here. To help Eva so she doesn't give up the things she loves.
Wow. Sounds like perfect timing.
It is. Eva deserves a chance.
You're right. I met her when she was waiting to see you. She didn't want to wake you.
I wish she had. I was having another one of those weird nightmares.
About what?
It's hard to tell. I get pieces of things, fragments, almost like memories.
Maybe they are.
But about what? These people, I'm not even sure I know them. And this little girl.
The same one who was singing?
Could be. She was running in this dream toward a forest. I think she was going up into the trees. I was so worried. Like I needed to protect her or something.
Maybe it was Eva.
No, I heard a name. It was something like Emily or Emma.
Sounds close to Eva. I mean, it's...
But this girl was older. 7, maybe 8.
It's possible your mind is struggling to fill in the gaps from when you were away from her, taking your image of Eva when she was 3 and creating an image of her at an older age.
But this girl had a scar on her forehead. Eva didn't have a scar like that.
Kids get scars. You could have filled that in.
Wait a minute. You say she has a scar?
A little one, right above her left eye.
And her name is Emily?
I think so.
Her name's Emily Tiven. She's been in a coma for 6 weeks.
This is the little girl in your dream?
Yes, it is. But how can it be? What happened to her? Why is she in the hospital?
I don't... Listen.
She fell from a tree.
A woman in a coma, a child in a coma, together at a beach.
And she dreamed all this?
Yeah. I mean, it's strange, isn't it? She knew Emily's name. Yeah? She knew she liked to climb trees.
Maybe she heard the staff talking about her.
No. No, she said she doesn't remember hearing anything when she was in a coma.
Well, she could have heard something since. She's been awake for 3 days.
But how would she know exactly what she looks like? I mean, down to that scar on her forehead.
Well, maybe she went by Emily's room. She's been wandering all over the floor.
Yeah. You saw that look on her face when she saw her. She was shocked. She'd never seen Emily in that bed before.
Yes, but her brain's misfiring. It's blending images. And that's not surprising in a brain injury case. What concerns me is that I know